So I do want to welcome you here today to Anderson County Career and Technical Center. Exciting day for us, and I just want to give you a brief word of welcome, and then I'm going to turn it over. Today's kind of a pretty special day. The Governor's Give grant that the school has been awarded through collaboration with TCAT Knoxville. So a lot of activities coming, and some of them have already been established. Some of you all are here today because of part of that process. But I want to introduce myself. My name is David Wood. I've worked actually in this building for the last 19 years in a different capacity. I was the auto shop teacher, or one of the auto shop teachers, and this was the place that I spent the last couple of years of my life, was teaching in this classroom. My new position is as the college and career navigator for the school. So I've kind of changed roles. It's new to me, but I'm excited about it. It's just about growth and opportunity, which is really why we're here today. Education in general is kind of a pretty special to my heart, being a teacher for so long. But I was in a meeting one time with another teacher who was a veteran teacher. He had taught social studies for years. As a matter of fact, this man had taught at West Point at one point in his career. And that's a pretty special honor. And he literally said this from the podium. He says, as long as I've done this, I've come to realize one thing: all education is vocational. And many times when we think about vocational education, we're kind of thinking about it, an atmosphere like this. But what Mr. Medley was saying, he goes, the whole purpose in education is to get you ready for a vocation. The question is, what is a vocation? And it's very simply not just what you do for a living, but it's what you're supposed to do. A lot of theories get kind of shared around about what is vocation and how do you get there. But this school was designed for that specific purpose, is to show you so many different kinds of opportunities in life, and then maybe match up your talents and your desires and your wishes with some formal training and kind of put you on that path. So I want to talk about that for just a minute. I want to introduce you to somebody with us today. He has been in Anderson County schools since kindergarten. And today he graduates. That's a pretty long tenure, 13 years of education from Anderson County schools. And in all points of that education, if according to Mr. Medley, it's been all about vocational training. His vocational training in his early years included learning to read and write and do arithmetic, work on some science problems. As he moved into middle school, he kind of learned to apply that idea to new dynamics into his life. Once he got to high school, he kind of had a passion for automotive, and that's what he chose to take. So it was just continuing his training. And in automotive, he took all 4 levels and passed all 4. One of the few students we've had that have not only taken and passed all 4 levels, but they've earned some industry certification. He sat and he took all 6 levels of the precision measurement test and passed them. He sat for the ASC entry-level student test and passed it. He's currently an employee across the street at Ray Varner Ford, and this fall is enrolled to go to TCAT here in Anderson County for the diesel program. So that's kind of the model of why vocational education really is all education, because it was to set Austin Lane up for such a thing. So let's give Austin a round of applause for his hard work. Now, I'm about to turn the podium over to Dr. Brandon Hudson, but I just want to convey the honor we feel in this school of being part of that. And we've got several students represented here today that we're going to mention and note, but all of them have a part of vocational education, of getting themselves ready for the next phase in their life, whether that's work or a post-secondary education or a 4-year degree, doesn't matter. I think that the best summary of this I found, though, was from Aristotle. Now, he's not new, he's been around a while. And he summed up it this way. He says, vocation is very simply where your talents and the needs of the world cross, therein lies the vocation. So the talent you've been given and the need that you feel as you walk through this life, that's your vocation that you'll fulfill. So I thought that quote was just kind of great for today. Dr. Hudson, I'm going to turn the podium over to you, but thank you all for being here today.
Good morning, everybody. Appreciate you all allowing us to be here today. My name is Brandon Hudson, and with me is my colleague Mitch Curry, and we are from the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. On behalf of Dr. Emily House, who couldn't be with us today, she sends her best wishes and her well regards as well. She's the Executive Director of the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. Mitch and I are lucky enough to administer the Governor's Investment in Vocational Education grants, or the GIVE grants. So we get to work with different schools to kind of come together and do things like this to see the impact that these projects are making on the students' lives, on the workforce of these counties, and for local business and industry. So the GIVE grants, as you may be aware, are basically is just a partnership of business, industry, technical colleges, community colleges, high schools, local workforce and economic development agencies to really form partnerships to increase collaboration and communication to help offset labor shortages in certain areas of the state. So, and that's exactly what this GIVE grant from TCAT Knoxville is doing with Anderson County. We couldn't be more happy or more proud about the work that you all are doing as students, the work that you all are doing to prepare yourselves for college, for post-secondary education, and for your careers down the road. So congratulations. You got called out earlier, but congratulations especially to you for all the work that you've been doing from your time in kindergarten to now. So congratulations. And the rest of you all, all these projects, all these grants are really about you all, the students. They're set up to help you specifically, to prepare you for life after high school, to get good jobs and to further your post-secondary education. So congratulations to you. None of these grants are possible without the Governor Bill Lee and the General Assembly and their vision for career and technical education. So he set up these projects, or these grant initiatives to really focus on CTE, which is so needed in today's environment, today's educational institutions, to better prepare you all for life after school. So big thanks to Governor Lee and the General Assembly. I want to thank the business partners and the community leaders that are here today. Thank you for your support for these students and for TCAT Knoxville and for Anderson County. Without you all, this isn't possible as well. So that is really the goal of these GIVE grants, is to make sure that there is increased collaboration and communication between business and industry leaders and the educational institutions to make sure that we have a prepared workforce. So thank you all for your dedication to doing that. And most importantly, again, I've said it all before, but congratulations to the students for the hard work that you all have done so far and will continue to do as you work towards a viable career path for yourself to set you and your family up for success now and down the road. So congratulations and great job. I'd like to turn it over now to President Kelly Cheney.
So how is everybody today? Good, good. Thank you for joining us today as we kick off this GIVE 2.0 celebration. And it's all about students and industry certifications and higher education and business and industry. And the best partnerships happen when business and industry and higher education collide. And when I mean collide, I mean in a really good way. But we can't make those dreams come true for K-12 students without industry partners and without all of you in this room. Certifications are important, and we know that, but I'm going to abandon the script for just a minute because I hear that my fiber optics...
Staff, there's leftovers in the workroom from yesterday's cookout. Help yourself.
Yesterday's cookout, all right. So I understand that we have some fiber optics students who are in training now, but some of you have completed some certifications already. I'm excited for you because that is also part of our GIVE 2.0 and the lineman program and industrial maintenance. This is good. So I would love to call you out. So Kendall, where are you? Congratulations. And which certificate did you get? CFOT, Certified Fiber Optics Technician? All right. Grantham? Same? All right. Congratulations. And Cassidy and Dylan? John? Yeah? All right. Jonathan, Naomi, Lucas? Gabriel? All right. Caden. So industry certifications is all about GIVE 2.0. It's all about doing things to make students in K-12 and others more employable and meeting the needs of our industry. We could really not do it without these partners. So I want to thank the partners in the room, and you know who you are from industry, but I also want to thank Anderson County Schools and their leadership for allowing us to come here today. but also for being a great partner to TCAT Knoxville. We have a beautiful building just down the road that would have not have happened without many members of the Chamber of Commerce and others around this great county to make that happen. And I hope to see you all there enrolled as students to get your industry certificates and diplomas and to get to a career in a year. You can do that at TCAT Knox. But the good thing is we celebrate students. We love our students. We're here to help you. Yes, you're still in high school, but you're going to be graduating soon, so it doesn't end here. We are just down the road and ready for you. Dr. Barrett, do you have a minute? I want to say thank you to this gentleman for being a great partner to TCAT Knox, but I want to give him a few minutes to address you and talk about the power of this partnership.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And I think that when Anderson County was still doing vocational education, a lot of people quit doing it. And our school board and our community, really and truly, they wanted to make sure that our students had every opportunity. And like so many of you, in 1976, I took my first class here. That was the year this building opened, and I was a student here. And some of the skills I learned in that class, I wouldn't be here today unless I had learned that here. I actually came back here and taught here machining and engineering. And I think at that time we really started building those partnerships years ago with TCAT Knoxville. The man that run the machining program over there, I was trying to remember his name, but as I get older. But anyway, he came out and he showed us what to do in that partnership. I said, well, what about sending my student over there at high school? And he said, we've never tried that before, but I don't see why we couldn't. And that partnership started blossoming. And I think with the leadership at TCAT Knoxville, with the chamber, and what we've done with our community partners here, and you're exactly right, that building would not be sitting there for y'all to use without that commitment and without the school board's commitment to put money in that. And things change. This was a paint and body shop, then it moved into a automotive shop, and now we're going to be doing some linemen here. So we evolve because the country evolves, and the things with fiber optics, when I was here, it wasn't like that. We had small engine repair. You don't repair small engines now. You throw them away and buy a new one, you know. So I think as those things change, we have been able to adapt. The leadership here with Mr. Harold, with Mr. Myers, and with everybody, it makes it to where it is about every student every day, and it's about it's about your needs. So again, I really and truly want to thank TCAT Knoxville and thank the governor's staff, and with the GIVE grant and with the higher education, that we can partner with you all. And I can tell you this, you will be amazed at what this group of students will be able to do. So thank you all for coming, and thank you for letting us be part of this. Thank you.
I just want to say one thing to this group of students who have completed their certification already. You know you're officially TCAT Knoxville students now, right? So, Boyd, you better be getting them some t-shirts. All right? All right. All right. Mr. Rick, turn it over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Cheney. Good morning, Anderson County. I'm Rick Meredith, President of the Anderson County Chamber of Commerce. It's my job to close out this event, so I have to keep you guessing, right? You students? Well, the Anderson County Chamber of Commerce partner, I want to thank the Tennessee Higher Education Commission, our guests from Nashville and statewide for doing this. And I want to point out Mr. Boyd Eston. He's a member of the Anderson County Chamber of Commerce's Education and Workforce Committee, who I remember about a year ago talking about this grant and trying to get our partners involved with Dr. Cheney and others, Dr. Parrott. So this day has come, almost $1 million to help you guys, industrial maintenance, and this fiber and linemen. How many of y'all want to climb a pole? Really? None? Dr. Parrott and I will climb with, I don't know, but I'll speak for him. I'm not climbing there. I want to echo what Dr. Parrott said. believe it or not, he and I both were in this school. He was 76, I started in 77, in heating and air on the other side of the building. It looks like we went a different path, but it's okay. I learned so much with that trade, and I wouldn't take anything for it. So, echoes to you all. So again, with that, on behalf of the Anderson County Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, congratulations, thank you to the state, thank you to Anderson County Schools, and the Chamber will always continue this partnership. So I'm between you and the leftovers, so I guess we better go eat, right? All right, thank you very much.